I'm Patrick Apple, a criminal defense attorney here with Fradin in our Greensboro office. An expungement is an order from the court ordering a criminal record to be destroyed. In North Carolina, expungements are called expunctions, but the term expungement and expunction is used interchangeably. Not everyone can qualify for an expungement. Recently, in 2017, the law in North Carolina changed for the better to allow more people to get more expungements. The facts of your criminal record matter in terms of getting an expungement. Previously, you could only have one expungement over your life. That has changed. You can have as many expungements as you would like if you qualify for those. Cases that resulted in not guilty verdicts or dismissals, you can have as many expungements on those types of results as you want. You have to petition the court for those. You can have one nonviolent felony or misdemeanor that qualifies expunged from your record. That's a conviction, a nonviolent misdemeanor or felony conviction. You can't have a subsequent or previous felony conviction or misdemeanor conviction unless it falls in one of the specialized subcategories as a drug charge or a toxic vapor charge or something that's very, very specific and does not apply generally to most charges. In that case, you would need to speak to an attorney to see if you qualify. In most cases, you're going to need to as well because there could be filing fees and there could be affidavits that are required. Expungements are an important tool offered by the court to help you clean up your criminal record. Employers, even universities, they do background checks. Background checks are a fact of life. And what they're looking for on these background checks is, what kind of person are you? They're going to look at those charges, and whether it's true or not, they're going to get a picture of who they think you are. If you have a larceny charge on your record, they may think that you're an untrustworthy person. That may not be the case. So an expungement can help you get that off of your criminal record so they can't see that charge, because even if it resulted in a dismissal or a not guilty, it's still going to show up as a charge on your record. And the mere existence of that could hurt you. An expungement allows you to take the existence of that charge completely off the record. When the law changed in 2017, it allowed for greater opportunities for expungements, but it also allowed for district attorneys, prosecutors, and law enforcement personnel to still go back and see charges that have been expunged. Now, that doesn't go the same for private databases. Private organizations that offer background checks get their information from government sources. So once an expungement happens, a few weeks to a few months later, those private sources should be updated to remove those charges from their records. They can't see those charges if they've been properly expunged. The typical time frame for an expungement process in Guilford County is 4 to 6 months. In other counties, it varies. It depends on how quickly the State Bureau of Investigation can do the background check, and it also depends on how quickly you can get that background check once it's back into the clerk's office, how soon you can get that calendared for hearing in front of a district court judge or superior court judge. It depends on what court session it was disposed of originally. So the timing can vary based on scheduling with the court on the background check. The average time, I would say, is 4 to 6 months, and then it has to go through the government databases and the private databases, which can add on a few weeks or a month or two to get that completely cleared from any background check agencies. The important part is to begin the expungement process as quickly as possible, so that if you have any job applications or higher education applications where they're going to run a background check, you want to get that process started so that it'll be done in time before those actual background checks are run. Once you get an expungement, can you legally say that you've never been charged or convicted? Yes, the law in North Carolina says that you can write that you have never been charged or convicted with that crime. Now, certain applications to certain positions, like law enforcement positions or government positions, it may differ for that. But for 90 to 99% of the jobs you're going to be applying for, yes, absolutely, you can write that and you can say without any worry or regret that you have not been charged with that. There's a common phrase, should I do surgery on myself? Obviously, no. Expungements are complicated. They vary depending on your record. They vary depending on whether you need to have a filing fee or not have a filing fee. They require 2 signatures from judges, a background check, and a petition. They could also require character witness affidavits. I recommend speaking to an attorney to see if you qualify and then to help you through the process.